time. So we are doing it again. It's been a long time, so we're excited. Now the only difference we've done is she kind of swoops her bang this way, and we piece it out more. So I want to show you this cut, and then I'll show you how to style it. So we like her back to be short and tight. So I just come along this bottom, and we just keep this up, kind of up on her neck. And usually I like point cut, but my mom's I go straight across. Okay, and then of course I just clean this up with a little trimmer. Okay, then what I do is I start up here on the top. We're not going way short here because we're going to round brush so she has the fullness up top. So I'm just going to take about 1/4 of an inch here. I do point cut into this part. 90-degree angle until we get right to about here. Okay, so back here, then I'm going to take and I'm going to angle in. You can see how my fingers are angled in now. We like to keep this tight. That's nice because when you dry it to style it, it's super easy. You just dry it and it dries, you know, kind of down here, and you don't even have to worry about it. Okay, so I'm going to just follow that guide point on the top here. And then just take my section down. If you are first starting to cut, you'll probably want to, you know, section it out and, you know, clip things away. A lot of people feel comfortable doing that, which you can totally do that if you would like. So remember this mid area, this is when I start to angle in. Okay, same thing here. Just 90-degree, that just means straight out from the head. You just follow the shape of the head. Okay, again, here's the mid. So you angle in. You can see how I'm just holding it straight out. Okay, now the difference between just cutting like straight along your fingers or point cutting, that's going to give it a little bit of movement, just so it's not so, you know, uniformed, like straight in its place. Some people you can point cut even deeper, but this I just follow the guide point and point cut, so it's not, you know, deep point cutting, but I'm just going along the guide point. Okay, so by the ear, I'm just going to hold this straight out, just trimming along there. Okay, then I just kind of hold this out by her ear and point cut into that a tiny bit. And then just kind of move the ear, and then I'm going to come on this side, you guys, sorry. So, and then I just come down this way, behind her ear, and then in front, just right there, just a tiny bit. And then we'll come and trim this in just a second. Okay, so now we're going to do the other side. And it's amazing what just a trim like this will do, especially with short hair. If you have short hair, you know, people will tell you your hair looks good and you're thinking, oh, I need to go get a haircut. It's funny because short, if you don't keep up on it, it gets harder for you to style. So if you keep up on a short haircut, it'll be a lot easier to style, because it definitely does make a difference, even a little trim. Okay, so you can see how that's kind of tucked right there. Okay, now we're to this point. We go in a little bit. Okay, side here. You can see how that guide point, you just get to that guide point and then it's all even there. So again, you just kind of move the ear. I just move it with my, and hold it with my comb. I just come up here behind the ear. Then hold that and then point cut into that. And then we'll go into that in just a second. Okay, now the top. We're gonna come like this, kind of on an angle, a little bit of an angle, because we're wearing her bangs a little bit longer through the front here. So we just kind of angle up a little bit. It's not a huge angle, just a slight. So all of that top, that's what I do. Hold it up. Okay. Now I'm going to hold this out by the ear. Put it this way. And then just kind of come up there. You can see how I'm just trimming it, not taking too much. Just point cutting into that. And then it just comes up to that top, that guide point right there. Same thing here. Right, Mom, don't you think it's easier to just have a little trim?
Oh, absolutely.
It goes so much better. It
So
stays
much
better.
easier.
Yeah, so much easier.
I enjoy it short.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It is easy. Okay, now see that angle? You can see where our ear is. I'm just angling, or doing that down on an angle there. So you can see it kind of comes down like this. Okay, now, and then I'm going to do the bang stuff in a minute, okay? So now on this side, same thing. My mom's super cute. She's the sweetest woman alive. Just saying.
I'm sorry.
I'm embarrassing her.
Yep.
Okay, now I'm going to just hold this out. See where this guide point is? See how that's the longest there? I'm taking this and then I'm going to angle it down like this. Same thing here. Just going to cut into that. Okay, come down this way. Just going to take a little bit more right here. Okay, so you can see how this is a little long, obviously, in her face, her eyes. So we're just going to come this way. I'm going to, what you do is you just barely, don't chop into it like this. Just do it a little bit at a time. This way you can make it different lengths so it's not just straight cut this way. I'm going to come on this side. Okay, now of course then you're going to want to hold this out to make sure, and everybody's hair is different. My mom and I's, our one side is thinner than the other and it grows faster. So it's kind of funny. You can cut it and have it totally even, and then by the next time she comes to get her hair cut, it's different. It's kind of fun. Fun to watch it. It's kind of crazy. Hair's crazy. That's all there is to it. It's fun, but it's crazy. So anyway, just double check, make sure everything is even here. Okay, now the back too, you can just go straight up this back like this. And that's how you double check and make sure everything is even. You can just check it that way. Okay, now, some ladies think if they have finer, thinner hair, they don't want texture. They think they're gonna, Mom freaked out.
One of those.
She's one of those, that's why I brought it up, just so everybody knows it's okay. If you feel that way, it's normal. But it really will help to have texture. So I just told my mom to turn her head. Why I
close my eyes.
Yeah, she usually closes her eyes, so I just, do this. But what this will help is, it's going to help it stay in. It cuts littler, like shorter hairs in the hair, so these longer hairs will sit on those shorter hairs. So when you back comb also, it just helps it stay in a lot better. So you get a lot more volume with it. So, okay, now what I'm going to do, for height, I'm going to spray this root lifter. And this will really, really, really help your hair stay, to have the volume. It does, right?
It does.
Now the mousse, the magnifying mousse, 1 squirt, that's all you need. With my other mousse I used to use, I need a ton, but this is very concentrated, so you don't need that much. You just rub it in your hands good, then you put it throughout. And then if you have thinner hair or fine hair, say you even have a lot of hair but it's just fine, this is still good. So this is a thickening spray. I'm just going to spray this on. This makes it look more full, like you have more hair. Okay, now the back I'm just going to dry it down. Just move the blow dryer back and forth and your fingers back and forth. And then I want to show you guys another trick too for some volume. So when you get it dry a little bit, you can go back and forth like this for a minute, and that is going to give you volume. Just go back and forth. And then after that, I'm going to take the round brush. I'm going to start back here. So this round brush is a step up from the little tiny one. You want a little bigger one. You don't want tiny because you don't want it like really curl. You want the volume in there, but you want more of a straight look. See how her vein, just bring it this way. Round brush here. to just dry over. So you can see how I'm kind of drying it a little bit on an angle instead of straight this way. Okay, now I love to take the clay just a little bit, just dip your finger in there, rub it in good in your hands. Then you start with your fingertips, start grabbing at it. Then you can kind of start grabbing with your palms a little bit. It definitely makes a difference if you have the right product for your haircut to make it look finished. Sorry, I'm going to turn her into the mirror because I want to see how I'm going to do her front here. Okay. Now I'm going to take the pin comb and I'm going to start back here. Down, in, down, and out. Kind of a C shape, not straight up and down when you back comb it. If you go, you know, just straight up and down, you're taking the, if you want to call it the wrap, whatever you want to call it in there, the back combing, you'll just kind of comb it back out, if that makes sense. Then I just kind of comb this out this way. And I sprayed it under that when I back combed. So holding this up, back comb, and then I like to spray. Okay. All right, now her front, same thing. I'm going to just hold that up, back comb it, spray it, back comb and spray, and back comb this side a little. Okay, I'm going to turn her to the front really fast so I can see what we're doing here. Alright. You can see I'm just kind of grabbing at this. I like this front piece to kind of be a little piecey. I can see that this side is a little bit longer. Right through here. We always have to go back to her sides, I'm telling you.
I'm used to it.
Yeah, we're used to it. We just have to go till we make it right and even. Sometimes the one side I have to keep texturing and thin out because the other side is thicker. So it's fine. Just keep working at it if you guys have hair like that. That's just about right. Okay, now I think we're set. Now I'm just going to spray her. Sorry, I better look in the mirror one more time before I spray her. Okay, thank you. Okay. I'm just going to spray, and there it is. I'm so excited. I appreciate Mom letting me do this. She is
it's not easier.
Anyway, okay, I hope you guys have a good day. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll turn her around one more time so you can see. And then I hope you guys have a phenomenal day. So we'll talk to you next.